Welcome to Las Vegas Trader YouTube channel and the last free weekly analysis video of the financial markets. That's right. This is the last free video. The next one will be available to members of this channel only. If you have not realized yet and you haven't watched all the videos, how much valuable information I'm giving you, you are missing out on a lot of good information. Just go back and rewatch the videos and look at the charts at the same time. Um, this is not scripted or anything. I just read the charts and tell you what might happen. And it happens roughly between 70% and 90% of the time. I'm not right 100%. Nobody is. So, but a lot of times what happens is it goes, the market goes the direction that I predicted for, to say, 2, 3 days, 4 days, and then the last day it drops, for example. But it does go in the direction that I mentioned. So if you find these videos helpful, informative, educational, I encourage you to go and subscribe and be a member of this channel. I want to do a lot other things for members only. Actually, I would only prefer to have a small group of like-minded people and be members of the channel. So I'm not looking to have, hundreds of members. I just want a nice tight group of people that we can just throw ideas around, talk about the markets, review the markets, strategies, psychology, and so on. So I encourage you to go and review the videos. If you have not seen them, have not watched them, I think you will be impressed. I haven't seen a lot of people predict the market like I do. Um, I don't mean to, pat myself on the back, but just go and look. That's all. Just go and look. It's I'm very transparent. I can't, I cannot, manipulate this. So it's there for you to see. I will probably, I'm not sure yet. Um, I might leave all those videos available until the end of the year, and then possibly we'll just make those available to the members only. So you will have them available to watch for the next 3 months or so, and then you know they will be in the members area. Anyways, uh, I live stream also on Tuesdays and Wednesday morning, about 5 to 10 minutes before the market open. So if you want to join and watch the show and the fireworks, you are more than welcome to come and join me on my live streams. And just remember that these videos are for educational purposes only. Nothing in this video should be construed as financial advice or any recommendation to buy or sell any sort of security or investment. Consult your own professional financial advisor before making any financial decisions. Okay? So let's jump in the charts and let me do what I do every week. Okay? So this is the S&P 500, the daily chart. So I mentioned last week that when I looked at the weekly chart, I said it looks bullish, and we probably going to see follow through. And so we have seen the follow through to the upside. And here's the daily chart. So we had the little peak above the high, and then we just came back down. So now we're sitting right at the resistance. So I think we might be rolling over this week. Here's the weekly chart. So, but again, it looks bullish on weekly chart. And also the monthly chart, we have 1 day left in the month, which will be Monday. So we'll see how Monday plays out. And we'll see if this candle turns red or it will just continue a green with the bottoming tail. So that's the S&P 500. Let's go to NASDAQ. The daily chart, again, pretty much very similar chart as the S&P 500. So the only thing is we did not go as high as the all-time highs here. So, and again, we posted on Thursday this topping tail, and then Friday we just erased the body of this topping tail. So now we're below it. So it looks a little bearish now to me. Same thing on a weekly chart, pretty much identical chart as the S&P 500. Um, so, but we might retest these highs. But on the monthly chart, it just looks overbought, and the bottoming tails look in the overbought position. So it looks like we might be rolling over. Again, I keep mentioning this pattern here. Okay, so we did see identical, right? I mean, we just came down and just came right back up. We didn't close red, but it's very similar, very similar. So we see these bottoming tails here. We got, 1, 2, 3 here. So next month we just might post a nice red bar like here for the month before the election. So October um, is I think is a bearish month historically. So that's what I think is going to happen. Let's move on to the Dow Jones, the daily chart. Same, very similar. We did produce new all-time highs, 43,000. Amazing. And again, the topping tail. So I think we're going to roll over now. And weekly chart looks like this. Same thing. I called for a bullish move because it needed to follow through with this green bar. And usually we see 1, 2, 3 bars, 3 to 5 bars sometimes. So, and the monthly, same thing with the two bottoming tails. Let's go to Russell, the daily chart. So, slightly different picture on Russell. So because of this huge down move here, so we came back by 80% or 70% retracement. We retraced this move to the upside, came back down again, and again there's resistance here. Um, so there will be, of course, if we roll over, there will be resistance to the downside because of this move up. Unless we see super powerful bars like this, then it's just, I mean, if we see something like that, we're gonna break below this 200 because when you look at it, we came down to it once, twice, 3 times. So we had a crack at it 3 times. So it's damaged. So now if we come down and break through it, we need to close below it. We didn't actually close below, as you can see. and continuation, then probably retest it, and then come down a little more. So that's the daily chart. The weekly looks like this. I mean, there's it's kind of let me see if I can kind of looks like a channel to the upside. Let me see here if I can something like this, right? We had a little peekaboo and then um, came back up again. So Russell, I mean the Russell is still not even close to the all-time high. So we might actually see Russell diverge from the other indices and follow to the upside. We might roll, we might sell the S&P and Nasdaq and roll into the small cap stocks and go to the upside. This is the weekly chart. Let's see what the monthly looks like. So yeah, I mean it's hard to tell, but it looks a little bullish. But I think if we um, hmm, yeah, 'cause this green bar of the moving averages, they failed to break and close below it. So is the third month gonna do its job and break below? Um, it's possible, but it looks bullish on the daily and the weekly. So so we'll see. This is a difficult one because it can go either way. Actually, it looks more bullish than bearish, of course. So, but the other three indices, I think they're going roll over. Let's go to crude oil. The crude is so as you remember last week, I called for this move up. I said we're going to probably retest this 200. We almost did, 73 bucks. Okay, but then, like I said, I'm right. 3 days out of the week, and then it comes back down to where we started, right? But we did almost hit the target, 73 $73. So, um, so now we need to take out this red bar to go higher. If not, we're probably gonna let's see here. Yeah, looks like we're gonna go higher, I think, because we came back roughly 50% off this bar. We traced 50% to the upside. So now if we post on Monday another 50% and close above this bar, we're definitely going higher. Let's see what the weekly looks like. So the weekly, see the it looks very sideways market, as you can see, between $84 and $64, the $20 range, right? Just going back and forth, back and forth. Uh, so we're probably going to go back higher. Of course, the election is coming up, so they don't want huge oil prices and high gasoline prices. So they might try to keep the prices lower and manipulate. Oh, that's another story. Manipulate the market. Um, but I think we're going to go higher here. Let's see what the monthly looks like. So the monthly again, the 50-day moving average is starting to rise now. So now if Monday, let's see, if this bar actually would have to go like 72 bucks. $72. That would be roughly, yeah, that would take out this bar completely. And 72 would be right here. So I don't know. It's of course it's possible. I mean, $5 move roughly. That's in one day. I don't know. It's possible. Something might happen in the Middle East or something, but I think we're going higher. Anyways, let's move on to gold. The daily chart. So now we are in this bullish move. So we reached, 2,700, and we produced this topping tail. And on Friday, we took out the body of it. So now it looks we might be going down a little more. We might pull back a little more, roughly 50% or so, I think. So we might be chopping back and forth here for a while. Let the moving average catch up. But I think 2650 or so is not out of the question. So right over here is because we are a little overextended. But then again, these markets could be irrational because what's happening right now. Um, and the monthly chart, of course, looks a little bit overbought on the monthly. So we might see a little pullback. We'll see how this monthly chart finishes on Monday. Let's move on to silver. The daily chart, same thing. We posted this topping tail, and Friday we came down and erased it, the body of it. So now we came back, like I mentioned, this move up last week. If you watch the video again, um, we probably gonna retest these recent highs, and we did. And now we're probably gonna just come back down a little more, maybe $31 or so, and the moving average is gonna catch up and push the prices back up. And the weekly chart looks like this. So we are sitting right at resistance here. I mean, there's a lot of points of resistance. One, two, three, four, 5 points. So this needed to be really strong and powerful and break above and close above this resistance, but it didn't. So we just looks like we're gonna roll over again a little more. And this is the weekly. Um, but then it won't be too much damage to the downside because of this green bar and the rising 20-day moving average. So actually $30 and just call it 40 cents of a pullback would be a reasonable one. And the monthly chart looks like this. So the monthly looks bullish. If you remember, I keep saying that we're producing these tails. We're trying to push lower, but they kept the prices uh, getting back higher. So looks bullish. We'll see what happens on Monday. Let's move on to Bitcoin. The daily chart looks very similar to the indexes, but if you remember, I called for this move up, and once it pulled back here to the 20-day moving average, I said we're going to the 200, and look what happened. Exactly what happened. So we started chopping here at the 200. The moving average caught up, and we pushed above it. So now, again, we are above the moving average, just like here, but then we rolled over. So this might be the same scenario. Or we just pop really strong and 70,000 would be on the horizon here. a lot of resistance. Let's see what the weekly looks like. So the weekly looks bullish, of course. And again, you can draw a little trend line like this. So um, as long as we don't take out this weekly bar, if we do, we're going to come back down. We might retest the 20-day moving average and produce a bottoming tail and move higher. Uh, but I think it's going to follow the indices, the S&P and Nasdaq, and roll over. Let's see what the monthly looks like. So one more day. So we'll see what happens on Monday. We'll look at the news for the week. If anything on Monday will be significant that will bring in the volatility. So, but it looks bullish right now with the monthly chart. A lot of tails, bottoming tails, pushing the price higher. And same thing with the averages. Okay. So let's move on to the dollar. So if you remember from last week, I said that we might come down and retest this low right over here. We tried a couple times, but now we're just chopping. We had this bar on Wednesday, almost took out this red bar, but then the following days just came down and tried to erase it, but it didn't happen. So I think the dollar's going higher now. Um, let's see what the weekly looks like. This from the daily's point of view. Yeah, so we have this support right around 99.60 or so. But this rising 200, okay, this is the first time we came in contact with it since 22. But if you remember in the past videos, past weekly videos, I mentioned that we had this double top and we're going to the 200. So now we're sitting at the 200. If we produce a nice green bar and we take out these two bars at least and the tails, that would indicate we're going higher. Or we're just gonna keep chopping slowly down to this level of 99.60. Okay, we might see the same thing, just chop up and down, but just slightly lower. Okay, it's like we're buying time. And then we're gonna pop to the upside. Let's take a look. Let's look at the monthly here. So we have this 50-day moving average, which would be is support, and of course this area here is support. The ceiling is now the support. So we might, let's see, 99.60 would be right around here, just below it. So yeah, it's very possible we might come down and retest it. I mean, these moving averages are not fixed price. They're, they're like rubber bands. If you say, sort of, you can lean on them a little bit, and they're not just one price. So if it just goes down a little more, then say $100 goes down to 99, 50, 60, that's fine. And then the following month go up. So, so I think that's what's going to happen. We might be just slowly declining to and then pop to the upside. And then last but not least, the bonds. So we broke above this high, barely, with one bar. Then the following day had a negative day, and then we just came back down from 101.60 to the 50-day moving average. So now I think we're going to go higher now on the daily chart, and the weekly still going to say that we are still in this reverse head and shoulders pattern, and looks like we're going to go higher on the weekly chart. And the monthly, I wished we had posted this. Well, Monday is the last day of the month, so Monday it can actually happen. So we'll see what happens on Monday. But I was hoping for this bar to close a solid, nice, solid green bar, which would be roughly and above this price action and the tail here. So let's roughly 150 cents. So let's see with the daily. So once we close above this level here, that would be beautiful. So $1.50 higher or so on Monday would be perfect, or a couple bucks. Couple bucks would be fine. So that would yeah, that would look a lot better for me. But it still looks bullish. Still holding on to this reverse head and shoulders. And the 220-day moving average is now starting to curve and become flat. Okay. So, but the only thing that kind of bothers me is it's producing the topping tails once previous month and now this month. So that's why I want this bar to actually finish a solid green bar. So 150 cents would be, I'd be happy with that. So hopefully Monday is nice green day for the bonds. Anyways, um, that's it for this week. And final video, free video, available to the public. The following videos will be available for the members only. And if you're not subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe, like the video, share it if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, help with the algorithm, and share with anyone and everyone you think might like and benefit from this content on my channel. Okay, don't forget, um, I will be going live Tuesday, Wednesdays morning, Tuesday and Wednesday, and probably Sunday for a little while. Um, I'm traveling, so Sunday, so probably a short live. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take any trades or not, but anyways, actually, let's review. Let's go to the calendar. Let me see what the if there's any news on Monday here. So Chicago PMI. Um, Fed chairman speech. So the Powell will be speaking. So that's definitely going to bring in uh, volatility. Then on Tuesday, the manufacturing and Joe's jobs report. Um, let's see what else here. Okay, on Wednesday, mortgage data, ADP employment change, and crude. Um, that just only affects the um, crude oil. Let's see what else. Thursday, continuing jobs claims, initial job claims. So that's going to be volatile. Uh, at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Let's take a look here. What else? And then Friday, non-farm payrolls. So an unemployment rate. So that's the news for the week. So it's going to be volatile. A lot of things going on. And so I think we're going to see a lot of price action in the markets. Anyways, that's it for this video. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, hit the bell notification icon, and I'll see you in the next video or a live stream. Take care.